So after coming back, do you guys do another workup immediately?
Right back into it. I mean, you land. I think there's a grace period of like a week or two. Everybody kind of goes off. You're working like banker's hours. You're doing fitness. You're changing guns. Guys that are leaving the team leave the team. New guys are checking in. And then we all convene on, a Monday. Now we all basically start up. These are new platoons. Who's your new platoon chief, new OIC. These are all the different players. These are all the, your leading petty officer, like your senior enlisted dude and everybody else. And like I didn't have any schools. We checked in. So it's like, what do you want to do? Like, I want to be a breacher more than anything on this world right now. This is what I want. Got to go to breacher school and a couple other things. And yeah, then you really start honing in on whatever that skill set is. So the only thing I cared about going to my second rotation was breaching and CQB. That was it.
Do you guys change platoon chiefs after every deployment?
Yep.
Is that standard?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? And do you guys shift platoons or squads or?
You try to keep the core together, but sometimes you have to. Like if you were a sniper and we're fleeting back up and there's already 4 snipers in there and Delta platoon doesn't have one, they might pull you and shift you over, and depending on who you are and how important you are to this platoon, there's a serious void. And it sucks, dude.
It's like being separated from your buddies.
Yeah.
Right?
And with a brand new group of guys, I mean, like it's so small inside of that team. I mean, you know everybody by a first name basis. You don't get to work with them. Like you'll go off to, Kentucky to do a 2-week training trip. They go to Nevada. They come home, you come home the same day, and you flip-flop. You go there, they go there. And this other platoon comes in, and you just, it's like it's a Rubik's Cube. Just always moving, shaking.
Mm.
Yeah.
What attracted you to becoming a breacher?
I had a bunch of breachers in my first platoon, and I really think Drago, it was something cool because every time he would get up and brief or the breachers would go, they're the ones that can get you inside the compound. They're dealing with the gates, the doors, the windows, anything that comes up. They're the ones handling the whole scene. I mean, everybody's a breacher at a certain extent. I mean, carrying manual tools and whatever else, but like they're running the whole scene. So they're looking at the target. What's the door? What's the thickness? What's it made out of? Inward opening, outward opening. Is there a storm door on it? Is there glass attached? How are they going to get in? Are we doing it quiet? Are we going loud right out of the gate? Just all the different variables. And you got them watch them go through their process. It was so meticulous, but it was so violent in nature. I loved it. My dad was a big demo guy anyway, so I grew up on all those demo ranges. And yeah, there's something about handling high explosives that's very intriguing to most people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to see how surgical you can be with it and how unconventional you could be, that's where I really excelled. I loved it. I hated going to breacher school because I hated the math portion, the charge calc. Like I don't like math. I don't like school. I don't like being a student.
Mm-hmm.
I like being a student of human moves. I learn more from just watching people do their thing and asking questions than I ever do sitting there watching a PowerPoint and having to take tests. Just not how I'm wired. And I thought breacher school was a perfect combination of CQB focus, advanced problem solving, utilizing demo, all the manual tools, chainsaws, quickie saws, pry bars, everything. I just needed you to attack this one thing. And then once I started to elevate up my game and I started to see different schools of thought, different methodology, you really look at this whole structure and you're like, oh my God, that door looks like Castle Grayskull. And then once you understand reality, like, the only thing holding Castle Grayskull together is 6 screws that are about 3 to 4 inches into the throw, and a little piece of plywood about 3/4 of an inch into the throw. If I just defeat that 1 3/4 inch piece of plywood, the whole thing opens.
Opens up.
So I don't need to go crazy. I mean, I've got a shit ton of real world breaches. And once I really kind of got into the methodology behind it, you don't need to go explosive.
Was that a preference for you?
It showed levels to it.
Yeah.
Anybody can just slap a charge on and blow it. It's very different when you go over there under the cover of darkness, under night vision. You can advance problem solve and you're like, blow it. Nope. Pull out a pry bar.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door. I'm like, damn, that was slick.
Doorknobs unlocked.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Don't make it harder than it needs to be.
Yeah. So that workup is how long?
What did say 18 months-ish. So we got a 6-month block of nothing but school. So breacher school, static line jump master, whatever you're going to go to. And then once all that ends, everybody comes together. Now we reform as a platoon, and now we're going to go out and do training blocks. So CQB, you have diving, you have mobility, you have land warfare, you have all these other different blocks you do, and they're all consecutive. And now, if you basically line out, call it 10 for round numbers, there's 10 individual training blocks. You start at this one, they start at number 7. They start working back, you start working forward. This guy starts at block 10, they go to block 1, now you all bounce back and forth. So everybody's doing the exact same training block, the same exact cadre, the same mission set. We're all training for the exact same thing, regardless of where you're going, because you never really know until you're about to go. So everybody's doing the exact same training. This time, it was so much more beneficial because you knew what the end state was. I've done all the compound assaults. I've done the ground mobility. I've done all the packages. I've seen the intel. I've watched the ISR. I've seen the guys. And now I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of reality and what it needs to look like. And now on this one, it was so much different. I felt like the cadre were better because the guys who have done a couple rotations now they're in the cadre. Now they're at trade it. Now they're pushing out information. They're leading with a why. They're sharing war stories. And now it connects to reality. You're like, okay, dude. Okay, now I get it. The CQB the second time through was so much better, dude. Because now you were confident. You were really pushing the envelope. You understood the importance of the flat range, connecting to CQB and the footwork. And yeah, reading body language, all of it. Like now it's an art. And now you get it. And you're like, okay, now we're an unconstrained force in this scenario. How can I shape the tactics and TTPs to solve for that? Got to do it more. Just more and more and more. And by the time we hit our second deployment, we had a phenomenal crew. My God, it was humbling. It was super surreal. And you see the amount of talent you go in there, and if you look down the list, just how many of those guys went off to do super amazing things. How many guys we've lost that were in that second rotation. It's really cool to see, man. But I think my second rotation is really what made me fall in love with the organization, the mission set, all of it. By the time we got over the second time, it was like, oh my God, I can't believe you pay me to do this. But this one, I kind of coined a phrase like, I'd pay money to do this fucking job. Like this is heaven on earth. And we found out pretty quickly that we were going back to Iraq. So now we know. Like everything was popping off then. Now we're going to work up in 2006 and everything's going off in Ramadi and Mosul and all these other things. And you're hearing about it and you're like, God damn, can we just deploy early? Like, how do we get there right now? Does anybody need an augment? And that's when those things started to happen. Like, does SEAL Team 8 need anybody? Does Team 4 need anybody? Like, I'll go right now. Like, I'll skip all this bullshit and I'll just go and deploy. And some guys got to. But it's really the corpsmen, the comm guys, the JTAC, the guys calling for fire. Those guys had the specialty skill set. A couple snipers, but that was my joke. Does anybody need a static line breacher? Anybody? I'm like, no, they were good. I'm like, God damn it. Okay.
Picked the wrong job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a breacher until you realize there's quite a few of them. But yeah, man, we just had a great group of dudes. Had a bunch of Mustang officers that came in. They were probably on a list of guys that have fleeted up, and we had 2 powerhouses, man.
Is that what Mustang means?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were everything you ever wanted. They were perfect. Our LPOs were terrific. We got you heard me talk about Mattie Roberts from that deployment. We got him, so he was in Echo Platoon, one of the survivors from June 28th. We got him in. And that was one of the coolest things for me because he was so scary. And he was so intimidating. He didn't say shit, but he was big. And he was fucking mean. Like, I used to call him Bam Bam. Bad attitude Matt. Like, just he walked around with just this look on his face like he is going to fucking kill you. And he wouldn't break character. And it wasn't his character, it's just how he is. And he was so jaded by losing all the guys. Whether he'll admit it or not, it was hard to crack him. And he never talked about it. We had still never had a debrief, ever. He never spoke about it. We talk about, what happened on the ground. He'd never weigh in on a conversation. He'd get up and leave. I'm like, God, I just want to know more about the student. He was a breacher and a very, very good one, really good at CQB. And I really looked up to him. Like, he was the dude I needed more than anything at that moment. And I was so glad we had him. And it felt like we had a connection with June 28th because we had him. And I had such an immense pride in that dude being in that platoon. Because it's like, we weren't there. We tried to take care of the wives. We tried to show support. But I was in Iraq. You guys were in Afghanistan. But now we have that dude. And now it's our full mission in life is to support him as much as humanly possible. Because I can only imagine what he's going through. But we're gonna wrap him in a cloak of fucking armor. Like, nothing's gonna happen to that guy. And I'm sure guys admit it now. But a lot of dudes worshipped him. I did. I looked at him and I was like, that's the finished article. If I could hang my hat and I could be as good as that dude, I'm fucking done. That is it. That is all I ever wanted to be. And he didn't disappoint, man. He was really cool.
Did he not go in a helo or?
He went on a second helo.
He was on a second helo.
Mm-hmm. So he watched the whole thing happen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
I guess that's enough to get you to be the way he is.
Yeah. I mean, he was violent, aggressive before then, but so much more so now. I just wouldn't speak. It made you feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like going to the pound. You see all these dogs and their tails are wagging. You get to the corner. It's that dog where some piece of shit's been feeding him gunshot powder and his eyes are glassed over and he's just staring at the cage and you are not about to put your hand in it. That was Matt. You know, you are not about to fuck with that dude. Not a chance. And we had some serious. I don't even know how to phrase it. We were very protective of Matt. Like, we would never let nobody would ever talk shit about him anyway. But some people definitely raised the concern that they are not ready to go. They might not be ready to do this thing with enough reservation to do it above board. And that was a definite concern with Matt, not for any of us. Like, anytime anybody would raise anything like, how's Matty doing? He's fucking awesome. Like, are you sure? I am fucking positive. Don't worry about him. He is good. And he had a watchful eye. All the guys did. And rightfully so to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like, half their platoon just got killed in, bloodlust. Like, they want to kill everybody. It's like, now you just got to keep them in between the lane ropes.
Yeah.